cruise. There you go, boy. There you go. There you go.
Actually, you know what?
Out here? Or do you want to
Here. Okay, I'm gonna hand this to you. We like this in the dog faces. We can actually just close this gate on him and squeeze him right in.
That sounds good. Sounds good.
Hey, I have more. I have more.
Got the gate there.
Yep.
There you go.
Come on, Payday. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on.
Oh, not that. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Over there.
Okay.
You don't want to go up there, come on.
Okay.
He doesn't want to go in there. All right, all right.
Alright, we made it home, but it's 9:50, so I'm gonna unload him in the morning. I don't like unloading pigs into a new strange pen in the dark. Plus he's gotta walk through the backyard, so he's gonna get to sleep in here. He's got a ton of straw over here. We'll get to him in the morning. See you then. Alright, so y'all have seen the ivermectin videos. I'm gonna go ahead and do this, but I don't want him to be distracted like she was and not take it out in the field. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it to him here in the trailer. He's had to wait here in the trailer this morning. So hopefully he's pretty hungry. He'll follow us to the backyard once we're done with this. Hey, Will. Does that smell like peeler? Does it smell like peeler? There we go. And that is how you give ivermectin orally. Peanut butter on the tip of a syringe, load it up. They usually open their mouth and you shoot it in. All right, I'm gonna set up the tripod and back up the trailer with closer to the gate and we're gonna get him moved out. All right, folks, bucket of feed. Trailer's backed up. See if we can get him to follow us. With how nervous he was getting into the trailer, I won't be surprised if it takes him a few to get out of the trailer. He really doesn't like that step. It made me want to revisit the idea of the ramp, but I don't have problems when it's pigs that aren't parked out there with him. Although we did park it out there with those feeders that last time. They chewed up my wires a bunch, so I had to tape those in the rain real quick before we hauled off to the processor. Yeah. I don't know if we told you his name yet. His name's Payday. So I'm assuming like the candy bar, but Cross Creek, if you watch this, the farm we got him from, let us know. Is it like the candy bar, or is it because you were expecting a payday from his piglets? Come on. I'm not going to force you. He slipped. But, you know, whatever works, I guess. If he'll move a little bit further away from that gate, I'm going to close that gate. Set the bucket down right here. Yeah? Do you want that? Busy grazing. He's like, this is easy food. I don't have to bother with people. Well, I was gonna use the pivot to catch us walking him over there, but looks like he's gonna be more distracted by this. So let's take this time to look at him. The grass is short here. All right. So like I said, and you will have seen from that other little clip of us working to get him loaded. So that took us about 45 minutes. He just did not want to take the step up into that. And we tried forcing him a few times. And then in the end, I just like stepped back and sat down. She got some cantaloupe things. I figured there's no point in continuing to try to force him. He was getting worked up. He about threw one of their gates off its hinge, trying to go under it to get away. So like, there's no point in stressing a pig out, especially not a boar. You can actually see from this angle here, probably when he steps there, but you can see he kind of walks funny with his back legs. They just lift up a little high. I'm thinking a lot of that is he's just scared, but I was noticing he was doing that in the yard there when we were there. He's just a little narrow in the back end. When we were there, I noticed his nuts hadn't protruded very much, and I was a little concerned. But his nuts are protruding nicely now, so I was obviously just stressed like I'd wondered. And heat, you know, it's cool in the morning now, and it was hot then. Although normally the balls will protrude further out when it's hot, so that's why I was a little like, I don't know. But all in all, I love him. He's got a lichen. Let's go with that. He has got a wonderful face. See that when he turns out to the side? Absolutely gorgeous face. Perfect IPP face. Could not ask for better. And then he has got one wattle, so that's a nice add-in. I didn't know he had a wattle. That was we were standing there talking, I was like, oh, hey, he's got a wattle. He has got a perfect, well, I say perfect, right? Perfect because they're in line. He has got a 6'6" underline with no imperfections that I could see in the picture they sent me. Top line's not bad. A little excessive of a slope back there, but honestly, Benedict had a really high, oh, he's found a dog food bowl. Benedict had a really high hump towards his back end too. And as far as that part go, the underline goes, he is an improvement over Benedict too, because Benedict had a 6'7" underline. But Benedict definitely had a better build. Benedict was a beast. This guy's still pretty young, so I'm hoping that laying on some feed on him, giving him some wormer, will bump up his build a little bit and hopefully shape out that back end. The front end, you can see from here, he's got a nice stout front end. Loving those front shoulders. Loving those. That back end's just a little narrow, and I noticed that the legs hock in a bit. But all in all, I'm happy. This guy was my pick, to be honest. So we looked at, and I got lucky that he was in Missouri, because I looked at pigs up in Washington. I looked at pigs up in over in Kentucky. Oh, he's gonna mess with the pivo now. Where did we look? We went to Kentucky, Washington, and Wisconsin and Colorado. That was where else we looked. And of all the options offered me, he fit into the top three. I think he was number 2 in my options. The other one being a boar up in Washington that I looked at. I looked at 2 up there. And one of them was just absolutely gorgeous. Definitely had the right price. But I wasn't sure if transportation was going to line out. It looks like now. I don't really want him eating over there by all that insulation. Don't eat any of that. Back. Stop. Yeah. You shouldn't eat that. Go. Those are actually bones. Looks like the dogs brought some bones over and made a pile. Hey, leave this alone. Go elsewhere. Go elsewhere. There we go. I don't know why, in all the insulation, the dogs piled 3 vertebrae from their treats. And that was what he decided to chew on. Yeah, So, and that's a project. You can see the roof here. For those of you that are long-time watchers, this is a project you'll get to see being built. I want to paint it still and seal that wood, and then I'll put that video up from the horror show that was that. And I got to throw that away. But I did that like right before going down, so I did not have time to finish breaking that down. If you'll go towards that trail, we're going to do solid. Let's grab that bucket of feed. But I just thought I'd give you all a quick... He's already going to start heading that way himself. Ugh. It's a pretty good lane. If we start walking behind him, maybe he'll just go. It's kind of one of those things that once you get in it, it's a wall of green on both sides. So as long as he takes the path of least resistance, we're going to be good. You can see that back end a little better now here. And how those legs are kind of lifting. It's a little narrow. But, and you can see here, I mean, I've had these IPPs in here for, oh my God, like almost 2 months now. Solid. And there's still plenty of grass. There is a ton of pigweed, pondweed, not much giant or common ragweed left. They've eaten most of that. The giant ragweed that's left is in tree cages being protected. Because of course that's what I wanted to protect, not all the wonderful chestnut trees I planted in there. The drought kind of kicked their butt. I'm gonna close this gate. We'll go dump his feed over near the water barrel. His wallow's got enough water for now, but I'll probably top everything off just so he recognizes where everything is. And then there's this barn. I've got to tear this damn barn down. Sorry, this barn down. Also, it's like impossible to film while dumping this bucket. And this is a bit more, quite a bit more than his daily ration would be. But like I said, I want to try to put a little bit of weight on him. See if that bulks him up. Hey, boyo. Payday. 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 We can keep him entertained, feed him in a couple spots. Nope, he just got scared. Okay, that's an option too. I figured out what the electric fence was with her, so it'd be nice if we saw him get shocked once, just to know that the electric is working. But it was the outlet that it's plugged into is an exterior outlet that it's kind of coming off the wall, and the GFCI tripped was all. So I got that turned back on this morning, and the charger's ticking, and it was not ticking. So good sign that, you know, it's just not working. And he's just having fun exploring. All right, folks. That pan has sat vacant long enough. I'm actually gonna go steal. I just saw an extra rubber pan of mine. I'm gonna steal that rubber pan, so then I have 4 rubber pans to give to the 10 feeders. Hopefully that'll help spread them out a little bit until I can get out and buy some more barrels so that I can cut some up to make those long barrel troughs like I wanted for the way-fed feeders. All right. He found his feed after I went and got this pan. He's munching down. Hopefully he'll find that barrel that's right next to it too. I'll keep coming to check it out and making sure that he's getting a drink. Thank you all so much for watching and following along. I appreciate all the comments, even ones that are sarcastic sometimes, because that means that I get the chance to put more info out there. Even the ones that don't eat or sell pork, because then, yeah, still get to just comment back. All comments are good. So, although I prefer when they're nicer comments, but it is what it is. It's the internet. Sorry, I'm rambling now. I'll probably trim this section out. All right, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Remember that if you like our content, and this is one of the first videos you've seen, maybe watch some other videos before you hit subscribe to know whether or not this is what you want. But after you do, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you liked this video, then go ahead and hit like. That helps me know what videos people are enjoying. We've got a lot of projects, so building videos coming up. I've got to clean out our barn. We've got a lot of weed eating to do. I have got to do a welding project. I'm going to buy one of those truck cranes, but I've got to do a bit of welding to it first. They actually can't just go right into the bed of your truck. And so the amount of work involved is going to require a little bit more work that I'd rather not do. So I'm going to weld it up different. So I've got a surprise coming for y'all for that. And a few other things. So keep your eyes open for more of those little notification dings. Y'all have a great rest of your week. Bye.